We are live and we're covering this video by this Muslim guy by the channel called Muslim Skeptic. You guys know Daniel Haqqaju. He's one of the few Muslim YouTubers who I think is honest about Islam. Go check him out if you want. That's his channel. And this video of him is called Aljazeera's AG Plus promotes LGBT. Can I say this on YouTube? I don't know anymore. Sex work. Okay, I don't know if I can say these words. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm gonna play him say it, so I guess I could say it. Drugs, a letter to Qatar. Well, I don't know if he. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say it this time because he's gonna keep saying it. So, this video, guys, this video is gonna get deprioritized because of the nature of the stuff we're gonna be talking about. So. Please share this video so that the suppression by YouTube is, there's some, you guys try to reduce the influence of that. Okay, so Soha, AGA and Soha in the live chat are saying the audio is good. Thank you so much, AGA and Soha. And also Marco on, on Twitch is saying, guys, we're also on Twitch. Follow us on Twitch. Guys, don't make fun of people's looks. That's not fair, okay? That's not fair. And yes, by the way, if you are subscribed but you didn't notice that we're going live, that's because you didn't hit the notification bell. So make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see exactly when we go live, so you can be part of the conversation, just like Sajib here. Where are all the... Oh, yeah. Shout out to homosexuals? Okay. Yeah, shout out to, I guess. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't think biological traits is something that is special, okay? It's like, the activism that we're doing for LGBT rights is to reduce the importance of it, right? I want to live in a world where your skin color is as important as your hair color, and that your preferences for the genders that you're attracted to is as important as the food that you enjoy the most. Okay, that's the world I want to live in. Like, if you go and say like, I enjoy, I'm sexually attracted to women, and somebody says like, yeah, well, I'm sexually attracted to men. That becomes as important as somebody saying, I like mushrooms, and somebody's like, yuck, I don't like mushrooms. That's how important it becomes. Okay, that's the world I want to live in, right? But yes. British Pakistanis is saying no, we wouldn't want to mock the looks of your... I'm not gonna say that word, Persian, but yeah, this guy is Persian. Me and this guy kind of wait in the exact opposite direction. So he grew up in a liberal Shia family and then converted to Sunni Islam, the conservative, very conservative, fundamentalist Sunni Islam, and he's Iranian too, right? I grew up in a liberal, nominal Shia family and went on full-on atheist, right? This guy. By the way, guys, look at this. John is an idiot. this this guy has lost his John. I knew like he's insane. I didn't know how insane he was until recently. We need laws criminalizing Islamophobia for you guys. Sure, buddy. Sure. This guy lost his mind completely. What happened to it? Was he always this crazy, or did he just went recently went crazy? Yeah, that's really him. No, yeah, he's Fatima was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I think he noticed that he wanted like a lot of attention and he didn't get it with his anti-Hindutva stuff. But then when he noticed that we're not gonna be backing him on everything, he's now going on an anti-Islamophobia rant. I think he noticed that his anti-Hindutva stuff is getting more support from him from the Muslim community rather than the atheist community. So now he's like going back to defending Islam. Anyways, this guy is like, yeah, he's lost it. I mean, I don't know if he ever had it, but that's good. Let's go. That's another discussion. All right, let's get to this video. Wait, Mir Ali, I don't know. These videos that I'm reviewing with you guys is also from the Discord server. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all of them, but I'll try, okay? I'll try to see which ones. They have to be good. Wait, this is muted. Is it muted? Or is just no audio? Oh no, it is muted. Wait, there's no audio?
Al
Oh, there we go. Guys, first of all, before we even start, okay, let me pause it. I don't want to
Jazeera
pause it where he looks bad because I don't want to. That's not the kind of. Have you guys seen some of these Islamic channels when they want to attack somebody? They like take the worst. Like I saw like some Islamic channels they were attacking Richard Dawkins, and they put like an image of him that he was like when he was injured just to make him really look bad. Or when they ever attack apostate prophet, they find the worst still image of him. I don't do that. I don't even do that to the people that I disagree with, right? I mean, look at the cover of this video, right? The cover of this video with Daniel Hairaju, he doesn't look bad. He looks like he's making a point. Like he's like looking at the camera. He's like, look at the cover that I picked, right? Did I make him look bad? No, he's like looking at the camera. He's like, do you agree with me? And even when I'm pausing, I try not to pause in a way that he looks like stupid, right? Like look at him now. He looks like a he looks pretty good the way look at it. Wow, actually I just noticed that he has like green eyes. This guy has green eyes. That's actually yeah, he could look very good if he loses some weight, man. Look at us. Look at those eyes. Um yeah. Why did I never notice? Is it green eyes? Wow, I'm jealous actually. All right. Yeah.
Al Jazeera
Oh no, what I was going to actually comment mm, is like look at the subtitles. Where does he get the money to put Arabic subtitles? That is really impressive. We actually, if you guys notice on our Patreon account, we promised that we're gonna add like Arabic and Persian subtitles for some of our videos once we reach 500 patrons. Like that's when we're gonna do that. So by the way, link to our Patreon is in the description. If you please help us be able to reach more people and reach people with different languages by becoming a patron. Based on my estimate, that's when we can afford it to do stuff like this. 500 patrons, right? And this guy is already doing it. And it's not like, I mean, he has 41,000 subscribers. Like, how does he do it? Where is he? Maybe somebody's volunteering for him or something like that. But that's pretty impressive. Arabic subtitles. God damn. Sajib, can we keep the questions relevant to this video? He has his own Islamic institute. Well, he must be making good money if he can afford stuff like this. Let me tell you guys, I don't question the intentions of someone like Daniel Hairaju. Like he's like a genuine activist. You know what I mean? Like he's like really cares about spreading Islam and stuff. Like he doesn't have ulterior motivations or stuff like that. Okay? All right, let's continue. Also, I don't like volunteers because volunteers come in and they do half of the job and then they regret and they go. We need to like if we want to get job done, you need to hire people, right?
Al Jazeera is a
Oh my God! Look, we're getting closer to getting those subtitles. Heidi just became a new member. Thank you so much, Heidi. One small step towards actually getting some subtitles and doing a lot of other things. I have so many plans, you guys. I have so many plans to make this channel reach more people and to also make this channel something that you guys could use for amplifying your own voices, even if I disagree with it. I'll tell you guys later how we're going to do that. But thank you so much, Heidi, for becoming a new member. And thank you so much, Sajid, for welcoming the new member. And Fatima as well. And also Soha and everybody else that is welcoming. Well, look, AGA and Soha and everybody. Thank you, guys. All right. No, I don't speak Hindi. Why are you asking me that?
Qatari state-owned media.
Wait, we didn't even hear what he said. Hold on.
Al Jazeera is a Qatari state-owned media company that spreads news and content throughout the world.
Yeah, that's why every time we review a video from Al Jazeera, it always shows at the bottom that YouTube like clarifies, by the way, just so you know, that the content that you're watching is funded by the Qatari government.
AJ Plus is a subsidiary of Al Jazeera that was launched in 2014.
So AJ Plus is more like activist. So AJ Plus is part of Al Jazeera, and it's more of an activist content creation rather than just pure news, right? So they're not like in AJ Plus. It doesn't hide the fact that it's pushing for certain ideas, and part of the reason why they separated that is so that they don't even have to pretend like that they're news, and also so that they don't use the name Al Jazeera in their YouTube, in their content. Like it's Al Jazeera, but they call it AJ Plus because they know a lot of people are sensitive to the name Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera just sounds like, I mean, it's Arabic, and people are like Arabic, they think like Islamic, and they're like, oh, Islamic, this is like bias. So they thought like this branding AJ Plus helps them with, because AJ Plus is mostly directed at a Western audience, especially an American audience, right? So this is basically Qatari's government way of influencing the opinions in United States mostly. I mean, other places as well, but mostly the United States, right? But again, you can't do that with the name Al Jazeera, right? That's like people like, yeah, I don't know about that. So that's why they rebranded that as AJ Plus, and AJ Plus to a lot of Americans doesn't just sound as threatening, right?
That focuses on online.
Which I'm not. By the way, I'm not endorsing people thinking anything Arabic is like like that's nonsense. By the way, right? You could have like a channel with an Arabic name that is like purely for secularism. You have a lot of anti-Islamic Arabic channels. So the whole idea of people like listening, hearing something Arabic, are like, oh my God, what is this? This is bias. Is Islamic? That's nonsense. Not just because something is Arabic, that doesn't mean like it's like pro-Islam or something like that. Oh wow, Abdullah Samir is in the live chat. Oh wait, I shouldn't. He doesn't like me highlighting it so much. Hey, Abdullah Samir, welcome to our channel. I'm not okay. Going back to the video.
Is on online news, pop culture.
Saji means, what does Al Jazeera mean? Al Jazeera, I think Jazeera means island, right? So I think so. Jazeera, I think, means island. So Al Jazeera must mean the island. Anyways, let's go back.
Online news, pop culture, and current events. They have millions of followers across the globe, including many young Muslims. I remember when I first came across AJ Plus on social media, they were put.
I first came across Al Jazeera when was it? Yeah, it was the Iraq. It was the Iraq war. Yeah, that's when Al Jazeera became very famous.
We're putting out videos covering the 2014 bombing of Gaza by Israel. I remember thinking to myself, Alhamdulillah, now we have media coverage that is not biased by Zionist propaganda. But
everything bad is Zionist.
But my happiness was very short-lived, unfortunately.
No, I was joking, okay? I'm not misrepresenting him. He probably, if he could hear me say that, he would be like, oh, this is a straw man, Armin. Of course I believe that there are things that are bad that are not Zionists. Okay, let's not, I'm trying to be careful not to straw man him, okay?
Lived, unfortunately, because immediately after launching, AJ Plus started putting out content that was not only un-Islamic, in many cases, it was actually anti-Islam. Just consider.
So I think Daniel Hayraju is going to make a mistake here. I mean, he's not going to make a mistake, but he's going to represent a worldview that both Muslim people and anti-Islam people make when it comes to content coming from Islamic countries, right? Especially a country like Qatar. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Abdullah Samir's position. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. He's fun, though. He's kind of funny. John is so ridiculous. He's kind of funny. I don't know.
Sheer amount of AJ Plus videos dedicated to glorifying drugs and even alcohol. Or how...
Did you hear that, guys? To what? To drugs? Hold on. Listen to this. Look at the phrasing, okay?
Glorifying drugs and even alcohol.
So AJ Plus puts out videos out there that is dedicated to glorifying drugs and even alcohol. Even alcohol.
Or how about the dozens?
Yeah, AJ's like, oh my God, not alcohol.
Of AJ Plus videos dedicated to abortion and...
Wow, look at this. This is how you know Daniel Hayraju is more Muslim than every other YouTuber that we see. Look at this. Look at what Daniel Hagaju does with his editing. You know, other YouTube channels, they okay. So you're kind of Islamic, okay? If you tell people like, "Hey, I'm gonna show you some women that they're not fully covered," trigger warning, go away, okay? That's the lowest level. Then the higher level is like, okay, you maybe cover the legs. If they're showing too much cleavage, then you cover that, okay? Then the next level of how Islam, being more Muslim, like being more Islamic with your content, is that you cover the chest up to here, right? And cover the shoulders. Look at this. Daniel Hagaju is covering the entire face. Well, actually, I don't know. Is this Daniel Hagaju's editing? It can't be. Is it? Because look, the woman in the background is not her face. Maybe that's pixely enough. Guys, come on. Can somebody figure that? Daniel Hagaju cannot be that ridiculous. Because the hair is not covered. It cannot be. Why is the face covered? It cannot be that ridiculous. I'm missing something. This is not even Daniel Hagaju level ridiculous. The face is pixelated. I mean, I've seen his wife on his channel, and his wife's face is covered, so I know he doesn't show the face. Like he makes sure that his wife's face is not shown on TV. But he would pixelate the entire face of somebody. So why is the hair not covered? Yeah, so Deborah is saying he blurred the face. I don't know. This seems too much, even for Daniel Hagaju. Oh, Arjun is saying the hair doesn't need to be covered if it can't be matched to the face. Yeah, this cannot be. No, I don't think. I think I'm making a mistake. We're making a mistake here. This doesn't even fit with Daniel Hagaju level Islamic. Can somebody maybe check the original video? Because maybe they're maybe it's like the identity of the person. I really want to know this. Busy Phillips speaks in support. Okay, I mean somebody speaking in support of abortion. I don't think you need your identity protected like that. No, wait. This is Busy Phillips. Who's Busy Phillips? Wait, is it? Yeah, this is an American actress. There's her face everywhere. Yeah, it can be protected identity because yeah, I mean that's her. It cannot be protected identity. Yes. Wait, okay, I don't know. Like really, you're covering the face, so why not the hair? Isn't the hair? Wait, this is like okay. This cannot be as. I really want to know this because if the face has to be covered. Okay, so there are some Muslims that say that you could cover the hair. You have to cover the hair, but you don't have to cover the face. That's why you see a lot of people with hijab that their hair is covered, but their face is not covered. Okay. There are some people that say hair needs to be covered and face also needs to be covered. I've never seen anybody saying face needs to be covered, but hair doesn't need to be covered. So if he's going out of his way to cover her face, why is the hair not covered? This is just yeah, this is weird. She's too pretty. Fitna. Yeah, so yeah, people actually recognize Busy Phillips, actor in Cougar. Okay, if this is like British Pakistani atheist is saying, why does YouTube allow Daniel to propagate hate? I'm all for free speech, but people like Daniel should not be getting the platform to reach millions of homes with this hate preaching. I don't think he's hate preaching here. He's just saying, no, I don't. Why is he? This is not hate right now. Which part did he hate preaching? But also, I disagree. I think he should completely be allowed to do. I mean, I don't think it would be a violation of his free speech if he gets kicked out of YouTube because YouTube is not the government. Last time I checked. But even though that wouldn't be a violation of his free speech, I think it's in the best interest of society if he is allowed to speak. I think like these big tech companies shouldn't like at some point I think somebody needs to come and provide like remove the authority from these monopolies to dictate what we get to say. So no, I don't agree with you, British Pakistani atheists. I think he should be completely allowed to say whatever he wants. Yeah, I don't know. He calls. Yeah, so British Pakistani atheist saying he calls for homosexuals to this. Um, yeah, but again, limiting his ability to express that doesn't help. I don't know. I think we need to be able to see that to recognize it as a problem. Yeah, I know. Freedom of speech is not freedom of reach. That's why I said that if he gets kicked out of YouTube, that was not a violation of his free speech. But I think I don't know. I think like sunlight is the best disinfectant. But anyways, let's continue.
And terminating pregnancies as a sacred right. But drugs, alcohol, and abortion are only the tip of the iceberg with AJ Plus.
So AJ Plus, I follow AJ Plus. Yes, they are pro-abortion, pro. So even though it's funded by Qatar, they're pro-abortion, pro legalizing drugs and alcohol, and pro obviously. What else are they pro for? They're pro-gay marriage. They are pro. They're very wokey, very, 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 very wokey. Like more wokey than any. Yeah, they're very leftist. Okay, so basically, AJ Plus is like a looked at the United States market and saw there's a gap to fill, and they decided to take the side of the Wokistani Mujahideen. So they're not spreading. Asia Plus is not at all spreading Islam. They're spreading far leftist narratives in United States, and you might be asking why. Well, because that gives them, they want to be able to have influence. Here's a tip. If by the way, if any government leaders are watching right now, here's a tip. Okay. If you want to have influence over some other country's policies and stuff, at first you don't really have to worry about what narratives you're pushing and whether the narratives you're pushing matches what you want or not, okay? At first, you just have to see whatever the gap is and whatever sells, just grow your influence in that market and worry about, and just know that you have an influence. Just know that you have a big audience in that area. And then you worry about what you push for and how that would be in your benefit later. And I think a lot of governments are realizing that, right? A lot of governments, like, sometimes you watch RT, for example, from Russia, and you're like, okay, well, they're actually providing some good information here. So what's up with that? Because you want to get credibility, you want to grow, and then you worry about pushing your agenda later. That comes later, right? The first step is to find something that there's a demand for it so that people become subscribe to your YouTube channel and stuff like that. You worry, yeah. So that's why sometimes you're like, wait, why is this Qatari's? Why would the Qatari's government interest be to go and like fight right wing? Like basically, it's an anti-right wing YouTube channel right now, Asia Plus, right? And like Qatar's politics, what does that got to do with like? And it's like very, very woke. It's like very cancel culture, full on socialist. AJ Plus. It's very interesting because they're being funded by some of the most traditionally capitalist people in the world, right? So, like Qatari business people that are like extremely capitalistic, right? They're funding AJ Plus that is unapologetically socialist. Like it's not like social democrat like Bernie. Bernie is kind of like a capitalist who wants more like regulations, like who wants like limitations on capitalism, right? So it's not an actual socialist, right? AJ Plus is like, nope, we're like socialism good, capitalism bad, like full on. Pro BLM, kind of apologetic for Antifa, and like, okay, it does. Why would Qatari government? Why would these business people, these oligarchs in Qatar, all this fun stuff like this, right? Because they're smart. They look at the market. They like, how could we like? They're thinking about politics and influence, and being able to have like proxies and you know, you know, they want to have different players in different areas that they could move if they because if people know that you have an influence here, now they have to play games with you. If they know that you have outlets in their country and this country that you could simply push certain narratives, now all of a sudden you become a more important player that they have to take into account. If it's like Qatar now has a major influence on people's opinions in the United States, and they could influence the election through AJ Plus, right? They can do that, and it's completely legal, right? So they know like Al Jazeera has that, right? That's why Turkey makes TRT. That's why Russia has RT. That's why Iran has Press TV. That's why the United States has radio, like Freedom. What is that called? Freedom something. Freedom Radio. Something like that, or Voice of America. Yeah, that's why they invest in these things, right?
When you go to AJ Plus's social media channels, you are bombarded by so much content dedicated to homosexuality and
Oh, look, see, more women faces are covered.
transgender issues.
No transgender issues.
They have been promoting LGBT since 2015.
Look, so yeah, AJ Plus is way to the left of United States average views as well. So look how he went and investigated. The latest one was 2015. So this tweet is saying, and LGBT and straight couples take part in group wedding ceremony in front of Florida.
At least a year before gay marriage even became legalized in the United States. So they were way ahead of the curve. What makes this more noteworthy is that they also promote LGBT normalization in the Muslim world. If there is anything related to LGBT,
okay, thousands of students in Indonesia are protesting a proposed new criminal code that would criminalize same-sex relationship and impose jail penalties for abortions or sex outside of marriage.
In the Muslim world, AJ Plus is quick to glorify it.
LGBT man speaks out in Chechnya. Yeah.
And celebrate it with coverage in multiple languages.
Lebanon became the first Arab country to hold an LGBT Pride Week last year.
English, Arabic, French, and Spanish. Beyond LGBT, many of AJ Plus's videos.
But guys, like, this is not even... okay, for us, this is not even like far lefty stuff. This is for us like basic human rights stuff, right? So for him to be raising the alarm over like, oh my god, LGBT, like AJ Plus is not just like normal left, okay? Like if you actually go watch the content like I do, they're like really wokistani left. Like they just, so this is like they're more left than what actually here shows, right? Maybe okay. So secular. Thank you so much, Secular Proton, for the 5. I don't know what currency super chat. I really appreciate that. Oh, Abdullah is saying excellent point. Wow, that's great. Thank you, Abdullah. Here's the super chat. They're saying maybe he used some software to cover face which wouldn't pick hair. Speaking of which is why don't you use something similar for subtitles in other languages? YouTube just recently removed automatic subtitles, and I don't think automatic subtitles for other languages would be any good. I think it would be horrible. We need to. There's a website that you could hire, and I checked their prices, and they're the best ones at this. But what was it? Red Rocket? Was it Red Rocket? I think it was Red Rocket. I forgot. But that's what I'm gonna use when we have enough money. Anyways, but thank you so much for the $5 whatever. I don't know 5 what. Super chat. That's going to go getting us closer to our goals. Thank you.
Promote prostitution or what
Okay. So hold on.
Or what they call sex work. Obviously, we know that
So he's like, yeah, prostitution, they call it sex work. Will DC decriminalize sex work? Okay.
work. Obviously, we know that prostitution has nothing to do with Islam and nothing to do with the beautiful culture.
Yeah, you know why prostitution has nothing to do with Islam? Because legalized prostitution requires the consent of the woman involved, and Islam doesn't care about consent. It doesn't do prostitution. Islam does sex slavery instead.
The beautiful culture and heritage of Qatar and Qatari people. So why is
So like this is an insult to the Qatari people because the Qatari people would not endorse population. Look at these beautiful Qatari people. Look at them. Look how could these beautiful people with these flowers and these beautiful mosques. Do you think they would be on the side of prostitution? Obviously not.
Qatar and Qatari people?
Here, look at this.
Prostitution has nothing to do with Islam and nothing to do with the beautiful culture and heritage of Qatar and Qatari people.
Yeah, this. By the way, guys, like AJ Plus pushing socialism, right? This is Qatar. Okay, look at this. This is Qatar. This is pure capitalism at display. this is what you get in capitalism, and AJ Plus is like pushing for socialism.
And heritage of Qatar and Qatari people. So why is Qatar's
I don't know how you think that. I don't know. I'm not going to read that.
Government facilitating these pro-prostitution ideas throughout the world through AJ Plus? Are these the images that they want people to associate with Qatar? What makes AJ Plus especially problematic is their criticism of Muslim countries that apply.
Brunei is set to enforce new laws that make gay sex punishable by whipping or stoning to death. Look at this, guys. So Daniel Hayraju is highlighting this, and AJ Plus is bringing it to attention that the UN has called this, what? Draconian, right? So apparently, basically Daniel Hayraju saying AJ Plus should not criticize Brunei for making gay sex punishable by stoning to death. Oh yeah, AJ! How evil of AJ Plus to report on the news that Brunei is making gay sex punishable by death. Yeah, you should leave Brunei alone. Let them do what they want. Like, okay, so let's see what his commentary on this is. Okay, so this is another one. Publicly caned for gay sex. So whipped, I think publicly whipped for gay sex. So Daniel Raju is like, why are you demonizing this whipping of gay people? How dare you? Okay, let's see what his commentary is on this, okay?
Especially problematic is their criticism of Muslim countries.
Okay, so what's especially problematic is Aegis Plus criticism of Indonesia. I think this is Indonesia. For whipping people that did gay sex,
Criticism
and also
of Muslim
criticism of Brunei stoning people to death for gay sex. So Daniel Hayraju looks at this, and what he's calling problematic here is not the stoning to death part. What he's calling problematic is the criticism of the stoning to death part. Guys, this is your mind on Islam. This is where you can... This is your mind on Islam. This is true, authentic Islam. Right here.
Muslim countries.
Hey, YouTube, I'm not endorsing... YouTube! Pet! YouTube gods! Algorithm! I wasn't endorsing any of this. Okay? That was sarcasm. Okay? God damn it. YouTube gods. Guys. Jesus Christ.
That apply the hudud. Hudud are a part of Islam and
wait, hudud is like had, right? That means or mahdudiyat. Does that mean limitations? Soha! Kowalski in the live chat. Soha! She's our analyst. Hudud means... Yeah, exactly. Abdullah Samir is saying he's endorsing it. Yeah, exactly. He's endorsing it. He's endorsing the stoning. Guys, hudud means limitations, right? Yeah, Daniel is endorsing it. Exactly. Abdullah, do a video on this. Guys, everybody check Abdullah Samir's YouTube channel. Did you say YouTube gods? Yes, those are the only gods that we fear here at the Atheist Republic. Yes, limitations. See, I connected the dots, okay? Because hudud, I have no idea what hudud means, but I know what had means, and I know what mahdud means. So I thought hudud is like, must, based on the format of the verb, I know it must be like a plural of something. And basically, had means limit, so hudud must mean limitations. Yes, see? I connected the dots, even though I didn't see hudud before. I connected the dots, and I know that hudud must means limitations. Yeah, exactly, Abdullah. Like that's the only gods we fear. Oh, hudud means punishments are like stoning. Yeah, but it must mean the punishment that limits. Punishment is hudud. In this case, not. Oh, hey, wait, I was wrong. Means punish. Okay, so in this case, it's punishments, not limitations. Well, punishments limits you to in doing things, right? Is that not why they're calling it? Okay, so I was wrong. I got excited. Okay, so you see, Ibrahim is saying hudud is Sharia law. Yeah, but Sharia law, what does Sharia law do? It limits you, right? It's the limitations on your actions. What do punishments do? The punishments are limitations on your actions. And that's why you must be sharing this root verb hadada, like he de de, right? So here's he ha, right? And de de de, that must be the root verb, and that's why it means capital punishment. See, so I was saying exactly. So is Arab, so she knows. So she's like, so basically, Daniel Hayraju is like, how dare you criticize these laws?
Is there criticism of Muslim countries that apply the hudud? Hudud are a part of Islam and they're a part of the Sharia. And Muslims will always be proud of the hudud, no matter how much Western feminists, liberals, and secularists want to shame us for our religion.
Muslims will always be proud of whipping and stoning gay people, no matter how much the feminists and the LGBT rights activists and the humanists and the atheists and the Western culture, no matter how much you want to shame them for them, they will always be proud of their stoning traditions. Of course they will be proud. Okay, first of all, no. Unlike Daniel Hayraju, I am not willing to generalize all Muslims. I, in fact, think it's the opposite. I think most Muslims will see that as disgusting. Okay, let me change this frame. I don't want to make you. I think most Muslims find that vile and barbaric and violent, and they come up with different methods of, if you confront them with the fact that this is part of Islamic teachings, they either try to ignore it, or they try to come out and say, oh, this was for a different time, or they kind of just like, oh, this means something else, or they recently are trying to throw away all of hadith. I've seen that happening more and more, actually. Or trying to dismiss the importance of hadith. Anyways, they keep trying to. The fact that they're not being intellectually honest, but the reason why they're not being intellectually honest is because they're good people. They don't want to believe in a religion that stones people. They don't like it. They don't like stoning. Most Muslims like, yeah, this is so inconvenient. Okay, so they're trying to be like, some be like, okay, this is only under an Islamic government when you bring back the Khalifa. And like, well, then would you support it? They keep dancing around it. But why do they dance around it? Because most Muslims are better than Islam. That's why. So I give Muslims more credit. I mean, than he said all Muslims. He said all Muslims. Did he just takfir every single Muslim that is not proud of stoning people to death? Did he just takfir them? Because did he just generalize all Muslims? Hold on, let's see what he just said.
Always.
You see? He's generalizing. He's overgeneralizing.
Is there criticism of Muslim countries that apply the hudud? Hudud are a part of Islam and they're a part of the Sharia. And Muslims will always be proud.
That is. 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 That is generalizing. That's an absolute statement right there. That is, I don't know how it's going. Either he has no clue that many Muslims do not feel like that, or he's just takfiring every single Muslim that doesn't agree with that. Right? You guys know what takfir means? Basically, announcing somebody to be a non-Muslim. Arjun is saying, I'm actually optimistic about people like Hayraju eventually apostatizing. Oh my god, you have more. Okay, or at least his followers if he doesn't have enough time. I don't think so, but okay. Wait, Abdullah Samir. If you hate Allah's laws, you are a disbeliever. Yeah, he's like, yeah, so that's what basically he's saying. So, I mean, I'm not saying that, right? My definition of who's a Muslim, is way more inclusive than what Daniel Hayraju is offering here, right? He's saying Muslims will always be proud of these laws. And we know for a fact that many of them aren't, and many of them don't even know about it. Sajid saying most Muslims want an Islamic country and want to enforce Sharia law. Yeah, but, well, no. Okay, so most Muslims have no idea what's in Sharia law. Most Muslims have no idea what's Sharia law, okay? So even if they say that, they don't know what they're supporting. What is he? Yeah, exactly. That's what he's saying. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, I know, Abdullah. I know you wouldn't say that. But again, does that mean, based on what he said, like, can you guys interpret that in any other way than him saying that the people who are not proud of this are not Muslim? Because that is a Kharijite move if I've seen one, right? Basically, that's takfiring. That's basically, takfiring is a very controversial move among Muslims themselves. To announce somebody that is as a non-Muslim because of disagreements like this. You know, both Shias and Sunnis think that the Kharijites did that, and they both hate the Kharijites. And in fact, a lot of Sunnis and Shias, especially Sunnis, as a way to say to be anti-ISIS, they compare them to the Kharijites because they hate the Kharijites. But let's continue.
Of the hudud, no matter how much Western feminists, liberals, and secularists want to shame us for our religion. Is Qatar's government not aware that they are funding a media outlet that is adding fuel to the fire of anti-Islam, anti-Muslim hatred?
By the way, a channel like AJ Plus, anti-Muslim hatred, how is that? How are they doing that? They're in fact doing the opposite. They're making Muslims seem more moderate than they actually are. They're like, oh, look at this LGBT plus mosque or whatever. But yeah, I mean, the way I think AJ Plus looks at Islam is the same way most Wokistani, not most, I don't know if it's most, but a lot of Wokistani people look at Islam, right? Like, as in, with cultural relativism, bigotry of lower expectation, making excuses for Islam and saying it's not as bad as other people think, and basically doing like a reform gymnastics and oppressed minority kind of stuff. Like, basically, the way, again, the Qatari government is not pushing Islam. It's not. Here's the mistake that both Muslims and anti-Islam people make. Okay, they like, oh, Islamic. Qatari government is not even an Islamic government. It's just a government of that rules over Muslims. Okay, Islam is not really much in their agendas. Okay, maybe they have to pretend a little bit, but it's not like, they don't care much about Islam. Okay, but again, both Muslims and anti-Islam activists, they look at you have Arab, you're majority Muslim. Oh, you want everything, you want Sharia, huh? You want everything to be Sharia? Like, no, it's not that straightforward, okay? Different people there are other agendas, okay? There are other politics. Not everybody that is an Arab, or not every government, not everything that is associated with an Islamic country could be simplified to like, oh yeah, they're spreading Sharia. Okay, there are many different elements, and yeah, Islam is one of them. Okay, but there are, when people in the Middle East and other Islamic countries, when they play politics, there are many different elements at play. Islam is just one of those elements. Not everything is about like, let's look at Qatar. Oh, they're like, it's a Muslim majority country. I could reduce all their agenda, but if I look at Islam and see what Islam teaches, that must be their entire agenda. Okay? No, it doesn't. It's not like that. It's not at all like that, right? And we can see it here in AJ Plus. They're playing a completely different game with AJ Plus. Completely different. I mean, I can't think of anything Qatar related other than, okay, so for example, they supported, Muslim Brotherhood and all that stuff. Yeah, okay, so you might feel like, yeah, they're supporting Islamic groups. So yeah, there are some elements like that. But again, even then, it's not because they want Islam to win. They want Qatar's government to win. Okay? They have, again, it's kind of like Saudis as well. This is the difference between the House of Wahhab and House of Saud. You cannot always reduce, just because somebody is associated with Islam, you cannot reduce everything they do to wanting to spread Islam. It's never that simple. Let me see. And again, Daniel Haqqaju is like, oh, you're a Muslim country. Why are you saying stuff that is anti-Islamic? Yeah, because you can't simplify things like that, right? And again, every time anti-Islam activists look at Aljazeera like, oh my God, are they spreading Islam? Like, no. So again, this is something that is from both sides. But let me see. I missed a whole bunch of comments. Guys, if I missed some comments, I'm sorry. British Pakistani Atheist is saying, the Ibadi Muslims who form a majority in Oman can trace its roots to the Kharijites in the times of Muhammad. Interesting fact. Yeah, interesting fact. But I think if anybody thinks that the ideology today has anywhere, I mean, I'm not saying you're saying that, but if anybody thinks that your heritage is directly related to your ideas today, then yeah, they're increasing the importance of heritage, right? Oh my God, we got a new member! Wow, that's amazing. Hathim El-Darat. Hathim El-Darat is a new member. Really, really great. Thank you. And Fatima is saying, new member, welcome. Yes, welcome to the family. Sajib is saying, welcome. Wow, look at our community. AGA. Wow, so many people are. Look at us. Look at our community. We have such a wonderful community. He's using the word, I can't say that. FAGGOT in Arabic translation to describe gay people because his target is already homophobic Islamic world audience. Yeah, he's using disgusting terms to refer to. Wow, guys, Abdullah Samir is welcoming members to Atheist. Abdullah Samir is part of the Atheist Republic family, and he's welcoming new members. Oh my God, I know Abdullah Samir just told me not to highlight that, but I feel very, very, I had to highlight that. I'm sorry, Abdullah. That made me feel so proud. And look at this. John is saying, your live streams are pathetic. Oh wow, that I mean, if John thinks my live streams are pathetic, that must mean we're doing something great, right? Okay, so great. As long as somebody like John says that thinks our live streams are pathetic, that means we're on the right path. Sirat al-Mustaqim, everyone. Let's continue.
Hatred. The most subversive aspect of AJ Plus's content is what we can call Muslim women breaking stereotypes. Values of haya and true hijab are stereotypical according to AJ Plus. So they want to present Muslim women who break the stereotypes by blatantly violating haya and blatantly violating.
Haya means like qairat, isn't it? Hayat. Oh yeah, haya. Haya dashte bash khanum. Means like modesty. My modesty. Is that haya is modesty, right? Kowalski. So is haya modesty?
Violating haya and blatantly violating true hijab.
So basically what he's referring to is like something that people like Ali Rizvi complain about. Oh yeah, Deborah is saying, right, got it, I got it. Shame. Oh, it means shame. Okay. So he's basically encouraging shame. Oh yes, Soha is saying yes. Shame or modesty. Okay. So, or honor. Interesting. So basically, like people like Al Rizvi and other people have brought this to my attention as well, or even Yasmin Muhammad also, that in pop culture, when you want to show a Muslim woman, you show them in hijab. But there's a ton of, I don't know what the percentages are, but there are a ton of, like, a big number of Muslim women who do not wear the hijab, and they still identify as Muslim. Now you get be like, oh, how could they be Muslim and not wear the... That's okay. The fact is that there are, okay. Again, like I said, most Muslims do not follow Islam that closely, okay. And there are a lot of Muslim women, a lot. What's the percent? Anybody knows the percentages? But a big portion of Muslim women do not even wear hijab. So a lot of people. This is something good about the left, right? Sometimes the left notices stuff like this, and brings it to the attention. When the left is not doing wokey stuff, they actually bring some important issues to our attention. Wow, we got a super sticker. I can't see what the super sticker here is. It's a pair that is thinking. Thank you so much, Secular Parton, for this super sticker. I appreciate that. All right. So what the left is bringing to attention is, like, you're not representing Muslim women well if a lot of Muslim women do not wear the hijab. Do not sell the idea that if you're a Muslim woman, you have to be wearing the hijab. Like, you're basically kind of spreading modesty culture for Islam if every time you're showing Muslim women, you're showing them in a hijab. That doesn't reflect reality, okay? So on this thing, I'm inside of AJ Plus. AJ Plus is like, hey, look, there are Muslim women. Hold on, let's see actually what the tweet is. Oh, hijabi ballerina destroys stereotypes. So they're basically breaking stereotypes. That's good.
J Plus's content.
I mean, I'm anti-hijab, okay? But I'm also in favor of breaking stereotypes, right? I could be criticizing something and seeing its positive influence at the same time. So if I see a hijabi ballerina and it just makes people rethink things, makes people, like, things that are considered normal all of a sudden are challenged, I'm in favor of that. This is great. Breaking stereotypes. That's great, right? You're showing people that they don't have to just be in one way all the time, right?
Muslim women breaking stereotypes. Values of
rock out with your hijab. So this lady, like, see, this is what Daniel Hayraju thinks is, like, anti-modest. Women should be ashamed of it. Daniel Hayraju is promoting shame. You have a Muslim lady in hijab playing the guitar, doing some rock music, and see this. She's having fun. Daniel Hayraju is anti-fun. Okay, she's enjoying her life, but she's like, why is AJ Plus promoting women having fun? We here are against fun. Islam is anti-fun, and women shouldn't have fun. Okay, so yeah, so she's like, why is, like, look at this. He's like showing this as like he's like exposing AJ Plus to his audience. They look at this like, oh my God, really? The AJ Plus is showing women in hijab playing the guitar? Like, this is how his audience eat this up. Look at this. He has 64,000 views. 5,100 people like this, and this is like shocking to his audience. This is shocking. This is like, oh my God, sister, where's your haya? Like, why are you doing this? This is not proper. You're playing the guitar. This is Western stuff. Like, okay, so this is his exposing of AJ Plus, right?
Yeah, and true hijab are stereotypical.
Female Muslim hip hop dancers, like, oh my God, like, oh look, they're breaking stereotypes. He's not even showing women without hijab. I thought he's going to show women without hijab that are Muslim, but that's where I thought this is going. But no, I was wrong.
According to AJ Plus, so they want to present.
Oh, yeah, actually, he wouldn't show anybody without hijab.
Muslim women who break the stereotypes by blatantly violating haya and blatantly violating true hijab. How many
blatantly violating true hijab? So, yeah,
young Muslim.
How disgusting. Female Muslim hip hop dancers. So these people are saying, like, so this is why Muslim leftists in United States or United Kingdom can never win, right? As much as we have like you know how we like, oh, ex-Muslims coming like, oh, poor us ex-Muslims, nobody loves us, the left doesn't like us because we crap on Islam, and the right doesn't like us because we are like foreigners, and Muslims don't like us because we left Islam. Oh, poor us. You know who has it a lot but worse than us? Muslim liberals, okay? They get it really, really bad, okay? So the Muslims in the liberal, moderate, lefty Muslims in United States and Canada and the UK, I don't know about France and stuff like that, but at least in these places, they get viciously attacked, okay? Not just from the big, like far right bigots. That's not what their main concern is. Like, their main concern is traditional Muslims, okay? So this is why organizations like CARE, they are like really like, it's really hard for them to maneuver in the narrow political window that they have been allowed to exist. That is just disappearing right now, okay? Because they know that their allies are not Republicans. Their allies are the Democrats. And what do the Democrats stand for? The Democrats stand for trans rights, gay rights, women rights, and all that stuff. And if you want to be cozying up with the Democrats, you have to be on the side of those things as well, or else you're going to be dismissed as like bigots and stuff like that, right? So, but if you, as soon as you're on the side of that, then organizations like CARE that used to be a lot more conservative before, now being attacked by the Muslim population because, like, what are you guys doing? You guys are pushing LGBT stuff? Like, they're like, yeah, no, what, like, they are right now being so heavily attacked by these more conservative Muslims, so heavily attacked. And this is the exact area where AJ Plus wants to be as well. And that's why AJ Plus is being used as an example. That's why people like Linda Sarsour are also very much attacked by somebody like Daniel Hagaju. Because AJ Plus, Linda Sarsour type people, Ilhan Omar type people, they're exactly in that area. On liberal, lefty, Muslim area, that's exactly what AJ Plus, Linda Sarsour, and Ilhan Omar want to be. And that being over there gets, as much as we, like, people from the United States and Canada notice the attacks from right-wing people, what a lot of people don't notice is the more vicious attack that they're getting from the Muslim community. And they are vile. Like, when Ilhan Omar comes and complains about death threats and stuff like that, they don't usually tell you that the death threats is not coming from, most of it is not coming from far-right people. It's coming from the Islam side. But they just say, like, yeah, okay.
Muslim girls are watching.
Oh, here. Abdullah Samir is saying, I don't know if you're aware, the reason why Daniel probably supports Sharia is his sister was kidnapped and killed by a sex offender. Oh my, really? Oh my God. Oh no, that's so sad. I'm sad now. I'm sorry, Daniel Hagaju, if you're watching this, I know you don't care about what I think, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Nobody deserves that. Of course nobody deserves it. What am I saying? I'm sorry, that is very sad. I'm genuinely sad for Daniel Hagaju. Oh my God, that must be devastating. Holy crap. I really feel bad, man, now. Is that true? Wow. Oh, I got a super chat, but I can't celebrate this now because of what we just read. That is very sad. Guys, yeah. I hope everybody here in the live chat, no matter how much we disagree with Daniel Hagaju, I hope we all could agree that that is sad, right? And nobody deserves to go through any experience like that. That is horrible. That is horrid. Nobody. Oh my God, that is sad. That is horrible. I can't even imagine if something like that happened to my loved one. Aluza, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me see what you guys are saying. I hope I don't notice any of you saying. Arjun is saying, how would that lead to the conclusion of supporting Sharia? Maybe if it's strict. Oh yeah, Abdullah Samir is saying sex offenders are K'd under Sharia. That's why. That is terrible. Let me see. You guys are on the right side of this. Genuine love and support to Daniel. That's truly awful. Guys, good. I'm proud of the community. You guys are on the right side of this. Like, good. You're secure. Good job. Soha is thanking the super chat. I feel sorry for his sister, not him. He supports murder. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I could call out someone's vile views while at the same time feel sympathy towards. Nobody deserves to be. I don't think anybody deserves to go through that level of pain, even if they are bad people or have vile views. I'm sad for him. Yeah. You know how, like, in. No, I don't know. I don't want. No, never mind. That's not a good comparison. I have a comparison in my mind that would make what I'm thinking very clear, but that might make it worse. So I'm not going to say it. So I was saying that's sad. Yes. Stop simping. Simping for who? All right. Let's continue.
These videos and are wanting to follow in the footsteps of these Muslim women. Again, it must be asked, does Qatar's government condone this type of programming?
See, guys, even when people have views you disagree with, you have to remember that given the right circumstances, each one of us could have ended up having these views. Right? So, call out the ideas, but try to be sympathetic to people even with the most disgusting views. Because there's no way that you could know that under certain circumstances you wouldn't be exactly in the same position to have the exact same views. And I hope people that think our views are disgusting are as charitable to us. Marco is saying probably looking for justice and revenge. Poor guy. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much, Marco. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Does Qatar's government want women in Qatar to emulate this kind of behavior? When we look at the social media channels of the people running AJ+,
let's look at these tweets. Before we look at these tweets, let's look at Arjun. Arjun is saying that doesn't explain his views, though. There are draconian law codes other than Sharia. Obviously, he has other intellectual reasons. Yeah, I mean, it's not just that. He has an Islamic background. He was influenced by Islam. So from all the draconian law codes out there, he might be. Again, I don't know if it might be. Okay, I'm not saying that we can't. We didn't like. We're not like mental health experts that we just figured him out just because of one putting two information next to each other, right? So obviously, anything that we guess here could just be. It's just an assumption. It's just a guess, right? So take it with a grain of salt. But it might be that, and also I could totally see it happening. I mean, from among all draconian law codes, why wouldn't Islam be the main one for him to cling to, given that he's already Muslim, right? And look, don't women or victims need 4 male witnesses to prove the offense under Sharia? Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point, Sajib. Here's the thing, though, guys. Look at the. I'm pretty sure that the blurring of that we were skeptical about earlier. Look at even the Twitter profile icons are being blurred. Look at this. Even the Twitter profile icons are being blurred. I've never seen this level of dedication to blurring female faces on any other Islamic channel. Yeah, on any, well, Nashiba, yeah. Most other Islamic, yeah, actually there's one I've seen like that. Sajib saying, don't women, no, I already read that. Oh, SBA's comment, where's SBA's? Oh, here. SBA saying, I'm literally a Qatari woman, and I can tell you Qatar has done more than enough to restrict women, so it's disgusting that he expects more restrictions. Well, he thinks that they are restricting women in Qatar. Maybe he thinks it's enough in Qatar, but he thinks that they're promoting ideas in direct contradiction to what the Qatar and how the Qatari people live and want to live, in his opinion, outside of Qatar. So he thinks that they're promoting, even though there's like rules for us, but then other rules for other people outside of Qatar. Like they're promoting values that goes against that outside of Qatar. That's what he thinks. So I don't think he thinks that they want to, that they are pushing these values inside Qatar. But unless he said something that I missed. Let me see what else you guys are saying. All right, so look at these tweets.
Social media channels of
Lebanon LGBT ruling only first step of the battle. Okay. This is great. Who is this? Angie Nasser? Is she like an AJ plus person?
here. When we look at the social media channels of the people running AJ Plus, it becomes very clear that they have an ideological axe to grind.
Yeah, because Qatari AJ Plus is run mostly by, not by Qataris themselves. Like they're completely been, given, it is run by Americans mostly and all other Westerners.
These are pro-LGBT, pro-secular, pro-liberal, pro...
Here's another one, Susanna. Oh, actually, this one seems like an Arabic name. Where's the location? Okay, ACLU is changing Black Lives Matter. Hope to see more compilation of. Yeah, so this he has a problem with this because it's trans. It's like he's like showing how people that work at AJ Plus, they're pro-trans, they're pro. What was the other one? Pro-gay.
Pro-secular, pro-liberal, pro-feminist activists.
Feminists, oh no.
Who want to change the Muslim world and change Muslim consciousness to make it aligned with these kinds of Western secularist identity politics.
Here's another person that works as AJ. He does some good research. Look, this one is not blurred. So if there's any female people, people in the live chat, any woman, Soha, lower your gaze. Lower your gaze right now because Daniel Hagaju did not blur this guy. Come on guys, look at his arms. You see his arms? Anybody in live chat? He should have blurred this because why is he blurring images for us, but he's not careful enough to blur the images for any girls watching? Soha, good job. Lower your gaze, okay? Don't look. Don't look until we go to the next frame. Okay, good job, Soha. Good job. Who is this guy? This guy works at AJ Plus, saying mixed emotions today, celebrating. Gay marriage again. Oh no, gay marriage. Heartbroken by the news from Tunisia, Kuwait. Let's love overcome hate.
What's so ironic is that young Muslims in the West are actually influenced by this kind of content from AJ Plus.
That's exactly why Qatar is funding it, because young people in the West are influenced by it. They're actually doing very good at growing. British Pakistani atheist saying Daniel's sister's case was fairly well known in the USA. The guy was responsible was released in 2 years, which is what may have led Daniel down his path. Maybe. But whether it did lead him down his path or not, our point was that's devastating, and we feel sorry for him. So I'm not claiming if it made him let down this path or not. That's just a guess. But regardless, that's horrible.
We usually think that it's Western media that threatens the iman of our youth, but in this
iman means faith for people that don't know. Like he's basically saying that most Muslims think like, oh, we need to protect ourselves from Western media because that is like, danger to Muslims' iman. But he's like, nope, it's not just Western media, it's also Qatari media.
In this case, it's Qatari-funded media that's doing that job. Just imagine, rather than Western governments funding media that's indoctrinating Muslims around the world, you have Muslim governments that are creating media that's indoctrinating Muslims in the West. Now I can see AJ Plus trying to defend itself by saying that it's just covering the news. And the news...
No, okay. If anybody follows AJ Plus, they know that they're not just covering the news. They openly say openly defend. I mean, come on, guys. Like they're not. That would not be a good defense. I mean, not that here. Look, AJ Plus. Okay. If you look at their videos, okay, they're telling you. Look at this. This lady. By the way, this lady is hot. She's hot. Like they're anti-Trump, pro-leftist stuff. I don't. I'm in love with this girl. By the way, I don't know. I actually started stalking her social media after I saw her on social media. But she's like a social, like heavily socialist, like very anti-capitalist, right? And actually, one reason why I keep subscribing to them is because I keep waiting for her videos.
How would we think about
Like this girl, okay? Like if you watch her videos, very, 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 very woke stuff, okay? Anti-Trump. Again, not that there's anything wrong with being anti-Trump, but very pro-cancel culture, pro-socialism. It's basically an anti-right-wing YouTube channel, right? They almost have oh my god, they're growing really fast. They used to have nothing. Now they're getting to 1 million subscribers pretty soon, right? So it's mostly like pro BLM stuff. This Iranian guy works for AJ Plus, teaching people about Iranian culture. But yeah, so if you that's the reason, the reason why they can't cover this stuff on their Al Jazeera itself, because Al Jazeera is supposed to be like, at least it's supposed to look like it's unbiased. You cannot be this heavily biased, like actively pushing for certain politics, and call yourself a news channel. That's why they moved it to AJ Plus. So he's saying that AJ Plus might defend itself by saying we're just covering the news, but no, that wouldn't be their defense, because they're not even pretending that on AJ Plus that they're just covering the news. They openly push for saying certain ideas are bad and other ideas are good.
News often
Oh my god, look at this comment. Armin, you are unusually handsome today. Please blur your face so I won't have to lower my gaze and miss your content. Okay, are you a man or a woman?
involves LGBT, drugs, abortion, prostitution, and so forth. But this excuse doesn't fly for two reasons. First, AJ Plus is not merely covering these things, it's actively celebrating them. And secondly, AJ
It's not just celebrating them. If you watch their videos, they actually say these ideas are bad and horrible. Like they're openly pro-socialism and anti-Trump.
Plus is often ahead of the curve in celebrating things that are on the fringe of Western culture. They were promoting gay marriage way before it was legalized, even in the United States. They're promoting
Nice.
drugs when drugs are still banned in many parts of the United States.
Okay, I don't know what it means by promoting drugs, but I don't know if this was AJ Plus or Al Jazeera, but I remember Vancouver was one of the leading cities when it came to providing safe places for people to use drugs so that they don't share needles and stuff like that. Like Vancouver in Canada was one of the leading cities that basically made it so that people who wanted to use drugs, they go and there's a nurse watching to make sure you don't overdose, that they clean the environment for you, that they provide needles, clean needles for you, and they watch you use it, and they're right there. And also because you have to go there, like a lot of people go there to do this stuff, they provide their own, like they come with their own drugs, but they are there to provide you with the facilities. But they also leave with like help to how to like maybe beat the addiction, right? So they get exposed to free ways for them to get off of the drug, because since they're there, the government might help them. And the studies, the reviews of that showed that there was a major success. Like a lot of people like were against it because they thought that the government is basically now funding, providing places for people to use drugs, and it's actually going to promote drug use. And it didn't. And it actually helped a lot of people get access to resources to maybe overcome their addiction. and it also helped lower the spread of disease, because and also lowered the number of people that overdosed. So it was a major success. And I remember I learned that even though it was happening right next to me, I didn't know about it until Aljazeera covered it.
States. They promote sex work when in reality sex work is banned in the United States and many other countries of the world. They're pushing LGBT in countries that have laws against this type of behavior. So this is not just news coverage. This is promotion. This is
How smoking weed may actually help kids in school. What? Okay. Okay, I don't like this title. Kids. Okay, look at this guy in this cover. This dude is not a kid. Look, he has a beard. Okay, this is not okay. AJ plus. Okay, I think I want to introduce some hudud here. Yeah, maybe a little bit of Sharia is needed here. Okay, kids. How smoking weed may actually help keep kids in school. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with Daniel on this one. Okay, exactly. The too woke for Armin. I don't know. I think we finally found too much now. Yeah, I think we finally found the red line the line that we're not willing to cross. Daniel, yeah, I'm with you on this one. This is too much. Smoking weed may actually help kids. How is this? Guys, my Twitter account got suspended. I'm pretty sure this is violating some of Twitter's actual guidelines. Oh wow, we got another super sticker. Thank you so much, Secular Proton. Is it because of my endorsement of Sharia law? Thank you so much. That's some currency. But thank you so much. Okay, guys, first of all, yeah, you shouldn't promote any substances like this to kids. Second of all, this dude over here, that's not a kid.
Propaganda. This is cultural engineering. My ultimate message here is that I know that the people of...
Look how butthurt John is in the live chat, guys. He's like losing his mind. It's very funny because when we paid attention to him, he loved us. But as soon as he got the attention went away, he decided to gain attention by being against. Like nothing changed between the time that he was supporting us and now. Like our views and nothing about anything he said changed before he was fully endorsing us. He just said like, oh, I'm not getting enough attention, so maybe I'll do the opposite. Oh wait, here say. Oh, Abdullah saying there is no true Islam. We did a debate with Abdullah on this, and I disagree with him on this. True Islam. Okay? There is no true Islam. I don't agree with that because, okay, here's the disagreement me and Abdullah Samir have, okay? There is no clear lines in where Islam ends, right? But that doesn't mean, okay, so for example, I compare it to the color red, okay? There is no way for all of us to agree where red stops and pink begins. I might disagree with you. You might put the line here. Somebody else might put the line over there. Some people's definition of red includes more colors. Some other people's definition of red includes less colors. Okay? The circle of what includes in red could be bigger or smaller based on your definition. But there are some colors that are definitely red. And it makes sense. And we're not going to throw away the definition of the word red. We're not going to be like, it doesn't make sense for us to use the word red because we can't all agree on where red stops and pink begins, right? We still understand what the name red is referring to, even though we disagree on the borders of when red stops, okay? And there is such a thing as the true red, even though in some other cases we might disagree.
Qatar do not support any of these things. But why is the Qatari government spending millions of dollars supporting this kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Aljazeera should exclusively focus on Islamic lectures or da'wah. I understand that they are focused on news, but at the very least, can they not promote things that go against Islam and that violate basic Islamic ethics?
Hey, Sajib likes my example. Thank you so much, Sajib.
Increase your faith in Islam with unapologetic answers to these kinds of doubts, then consider enrolling.
This is his. This is his institution. Enrolling classes to become a Muslim expert. So maybe that's where he makes all this money. That maybe that's where he. Here, let me see. How do you enroll? How much does it cost? Is it free? Enroll. Oh yeah, see there is a Visa, MasterCard. Okay, so that's how he pays for all the subtitles. Wait, how much does it cost? Hold on, let me see the actual colors. Powered by Stripe. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Okay. Let me look at some of the comments here. Oh, here. Yeah, it's not free. Does anybody know how much it costs? I should have classes for you guys. I should have an institution where Guru Armin teaches you the way of life. I will teach you about sex, dating, proper diet, proper exercise. I will tell you that I'm probably wrong about half of everything I say. So you guys do not dogmatically follow everything I tell you. I'll tell you the best methods in my methods, at least, to figure out what's true and what's not true. Figure out what's like how a layman's way of doing research online. If you're not a scientist, how to figure out what's scientific if you're not a scientist. The easy way, not being a professional researcher. Like if you just really quickly need to know, like maybe I should Guru Armin Institute, the Guru Armin Institute. I will have my classes. Oh yeah, okay. Somebody said okay. Abdullah saying it's $19 a month. I'll do $18 a month for Guru Armin classes. Okay, as bad as my Guru Armin classes will be, okay, I promise you it's going to be better than this. Okay, like these are genuinely bad ideas. Okay, so I will charge you $1 less a month for advice that is not the best advice, but it's definitely better than this. Hashtag Guru Armin. I mean, come on, some of my advice is pretty solid. Age saying this might help new people. What? What might help new people? Okay, let's look at some of the top comments before we end this. Oh wow! Hashtag Guru Armin already got funded. This is gonna go to the Guru Armin Institute. We got £5 in. This is the first brick of our school is being funded by Shantaram Marley. Thank you so much for the £5 super chat. Hashtag Guru Armin. Yes, make that a thing. Let's look at some of the top comments before we end this. Yeah, look at this. People are thanking you. Oh, here, Marcus saying, okay, I lost you when you said you will teach me about sex, but okay, exercise I accept. Yeah, you guys have no idea. None of you is doing sex right, okay? I need to start my school. Hamad is saying, I am a Qatari and I am shocked by this. Inshallah, please, the government immediately stops funding this kind of content. I'm shocked that you're shocked. I'm shocked that you're a Qatari and you didn't know AJ Plus does this. Hold on, let me actually zoom in. Wait. Second top comment is saying, oh, and Daniel Hayraju loved it, hearted it. James Bond is, oh wow, James Bond says, and don't forget that they actively spread atheism and mock religion. I have not noticed that. I would have been a much bigger fan of AJ Plus if this is true. Can you clarify exactly, James Bond, can you clarify exactly where AJ Plus has been spreading atheism? I think you're confusing them with Atheist Republic. That's what we do. I have been following AJ Plus. I've never noticed them spreading atheism. Have you guys ever noticed AJ Plus spreading atheism? I mean, I would be like, that would be great. but I don't think that's true. Where is that? Okay, that cannot be true. Yeah, Devil07, please report. Exactly. I mean, this guy is James Bond, so he must know something that he must have access to better information. Kazama is saying this is the off the most. This is the off the most. I don't know if that's proper English. This is the off the most serious message I've ever seen. Guys, this is the comment that got 300 likes. First of all, how is this the most... Aren't you not a Muslim? Because I'm sure if you're a Muslim, the most serious message you've ever seen should be the Quran. But I think like Qatari government not funding the right YouTube channel and Twitter accounts cannot be the most serious message that you've ever seen. I think that the priorities are kind of like whacked. If you think that, like, I'm pretty sure, like, this is the most serious message I've ever seen. Wow. AJ should listen and learn from this message. Qatar needs to change or remove AJ plus. Let me see. Okay, here. Atheist X is saying, I found that there is a Muslim Arabic channel that have already reposted Daniel's video with everything in Arabic. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Is that Daniel's doing or somebody else? Because that is very, very impressive that they're doing that. Armin is becoming a cult leader. Well, technically, if I become like, if I start a Guru Armin Institute, I will tell everybody that their chances of me being wrong is very high every time I give you an advice. So I don't think that's what cult leaders do. But here's the interesting thing. When somebody talked about Arabic, something that a lot of people don't know. Aljazeera's, not AJ Plus, but Aljazeera's Arabic content is way more conservative than their English one. Al Jazeera English is actually pretty decent. Like sometimes you could see like, oh my god, that was a very biased take. You notice it when it happens. But on other issues, when they're not pushing their agenda, it's pretty good. They have pretty good reporters. The English version. The Arabic one is horrible. The Arabic one is way more biased than the English version. Okay, so you're saying, oh no, who do I follow? Apostate Prophet or Guru Armin? Well, you could follow both of us, including, and you could also follow Abdullah Samir and Harris Sultan. Again, so I'll be the Guru. Apostate Prophet will be the Prophet. Abdullah Samir could be the Imam. And Harris Sultan could be the Sultan. And Susanna could be the Saint. What is this? I don't know what this is about. Oh, here. That's not me. Yeah, Marco's saying Al Jazeera in Slovenia is actually pretty progressive. Yeah. Again, Qatar is pretty smart. They play different games in different places. Yes. I liked. Okay. Daniel is getting more professional these days, especially with those new edits. LOL. I still remember when he had very few subscribers and views. Yeah, I could have tell, like, when I first met Daniel, I could tell that this guy is going to, this guy is going to become very big very soon. Hannah saying, you are standing for the truth. May Allah protect and preserve you. This one is just in pure Arabic. From Morocco, and I'm grateful to God that people like you still exist. I don't think these rulers... Okay, so there's another... I don't think these rulers doesn't. I don't think these rulers... No, you don't need this. You already have a don't here, so you don't need this doesn't here. I don't think these rulers know about all this. They're aware of it, and they're allowing it, sadly. Or maybe it's double negative, so she's saying that they do know. May Allah reward you for standing for the truth. May Allah bless you, brother. Islam started as something strange, and strange it will return. What? I don't know what this is about. Brother, AJ Plus used to have a show called Dahi, which strongly supports atheism and evolution. Oh, so I think this is what they think is pro-atheism, is evolution. Everything pro-evolution, I think they think it's pro-atheism. The host even used to praise atheist scientists and show them as if they say what they say is revelation. Vahya. Okay, so that's what their standard is for being pro-atheism. If you agree with atheist scientists, this is Dahi. Is this an AJ Plus video? Wow, it's actually in Arabic. Is this supported by Aljazeera? Where's the Wikipedia page in this? Okay, I'm not going to investigate right now. But that's pretty good. Is there evolution? Guys, so basically if you're pro-evolution, these people think that you're for atheism. Is this an AJ Plus product? It's interesting. Anyways, let me just focus on you guys now. Oh, you guys know that video channel? Okay, so here's the thing. Sajib is saying, add people on your stream like before. Okay, fine, I'll do that now. I mean, we already went over an hour and a half, but I'm going to do it because you guys are asking for it. I like how there's popular demand for this, okay? Let's go to the community tab. And, I need to switch channels. I'm going to invite people who are members if you want to join me live. Guys, keep it short, okay? Because I've already been on for... Okay. Join Armin live to talk about AJ Plus. Link. Members only. By the way, does Harris Sultan, when he posts the links, does he post it to everybody? Or does he just post it to members? Because I do not know how he could manage the chaos if he just like posts it to everybody. Like, oh my god, we got a super chat that I almost missed. Puya Ahmadi Puya sent us $1.50, 49 cents super sticker. And what's the super sticker? It's a heart. Thank you so much, Puya. Very, very grateful. Thank you so much for the support. This is going to go to the hashtag Guru Armin Institute of Anti-Islamic Studies. Yes, thank you, Fatima, for showing me that, and thank you so much, Soha and AGA for the money. Anyways, guys, if you guys want to join in live, and there's on the community tab, I posted a link. I'm only going to wait for a few minutes. If nobody joins, I'm going to leave, okay? But if you do join me live on air, please keep it short because I've already been on for an hour and a half. I will try to keep this under 1 hour. Oh my God, British Pakistani atheist saying, I think Harris posted to everybody. But how does he manage? Okay, I know why. Because his entire content is like segments of him talking to people. That's why he needs more people to join in live, because I just do this as an after thing at the end. My content is more about the videos or articles or videos that we're reviewing, right? But his content is about talking to people, and that's why he posted to everybody, because he could have more people on, because that's mostly what he does on his show. That's why he does it differently. But yeah, imagine if I posted this to everybody after doing it 1 hour. But okay, yeah. Are you guys going to criticize me for not being as inclusive as Harris Sultan? Huh? Are you guys going to be like, Armin, why are you only posting this to members? Unlike Harris Sultan, he's more inclusive. Is that what you... Oh, wait. Is Harris Sultan here? Is this Harris Sultan? Why does Harris Sultan always comes with a different... Harris, is that you? Oh, yeah. Yes, that's true. Oh, yeah, that is Harris Sultan. Why does he have so many different usernames on YouTube? Say, yes, that's true, but I also do reviews now. Okay, so he's also doing reviews now. Guys, go check out Harris Sultan. Guys, make sure you subscribe. If you're interested in the type of content I do, you're probably also going to like Apostate Prophet, Harris Sultan, and Abdullah Samir, okay? So subscribe to them. The show Al-Dahi has been cancelled, ended. Yeah, okay. Wow, Soha is our Kowalski, okay? Soha is our Kowalski. She just does research, on the spot research for us. Is Susanna here? Somebody said good morning to Susanna, our saint and savior, the savior of Atheist Republic. Yeah, it's another one of his channels. Wow, how many channels do you have, man? You have a new channel. Why does he have so many channels? Marco is here. Hi, Marco.
Hey,
Hello.
second.
Oh, your audio is kind of crappy, so I'm gonna read the super sticker by Deborah. And what is the super sticker? Is a fox or a bear giving me a thumbs up, saying good job? Thank you so much, Deborah. Wow, it's actually big. It's a big
I'm
super
sorry,
chat.
sorry.
$7.
Sorry.
No, it's
Is the
okay. It's
sound
okay.
now okay?
Yeah, sounds is perfect. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah,
Susanna's
okay.
here.
Sorry. Because I had to, also open the page with you on YouTube, and then have double sound,
That's okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
let's say thank you to Deborah together. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, Deborah. You're an angel.
Yes, she is.
I just wanted to say first thing that also LGBT rights in Slovenia are not, perfect. Far from it. We still do not have gay marriage, and also gay people cannot adopt children like a couple.
Hmm.
So we are not the worst, but we are not the best in the world.
Okay.
Also, Armin, I feel myself when I talk to you.
Oh, here, I'll fix that. Now you won't.
Okay, thank you. Um,
Thank you
but
for telling me.
for the but for the other things, your plan, you can be our guru, of course.
Okay.
You're a bit young, but okay, you will grow older, and
Thank you for
please
appointing me.
please just tell me, what do you think is the ideal solution? Uh, when I mean, several European countries have already achieved full rights for the gay people, for the LGBTQ people, but if they have to compromise, like we had in our country, because the referendum didn't go through, and then we accepted sort of like I said, a compromise, a civil union close to marriage, but with no adoption. This is a step forward, but it's not it's not the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but all civil rights have been won in increments. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's not ideal. I know.
It's,
Like I
it's
said,
not
I'm so
ideal, but
sorry.
yeah.
Actually, I don't know if I ever told you this when we were first talking. I think it was like 6 months ago. But my best friend in the whole world is gay. We were roommates in college
Hmm.
many years ago, and I just feel bad for him because he said he will not return to Slovenia. He lives abroad until we have a country that accepts him fully. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yes,
So
exactly. Yeah.
it's sort of also a personal quest for me. No,
Oh, to get
yeah.
your best friend back?
Well,
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
yeah. He's my soulmate. If I was
Ah.
also gay, or if he was a woman, we would probably be married now. You know what I mean? No, I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. Because
Okay,
in
okay.
every other way we are compatible. Nah? But
Okay.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. It's sad and it's sweet.
Yeah.
Both. I known him since I was 18. I met him then, and now I'm 43, and he's still my best friend. But
Okay. Okay. I hope
yeah,
things get better in Slovenia, man.
yeah. I also do. But again, thank you for providing us with great content, and if you wish to talk anytime, you know,
Sounds
feel free
good.
to call me, or
Okay.
you know what I mean. Okay.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank you,
Marco.
Armin. Be
Thank you.
well. Bye.
You too. All right. So nobody else comes on. Okay, please. Okay. I'm just gonna highlight this. A few other comments. British Pakistani atheist saying, Armin, if you post a link in the chat, you will get people on who are more likely to disagree with your views. Yep, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do dedicated live streams where I would have everybody on. The thing is that when I bring people who disagree with me, I want to get high quality people who disagree with me. But I'll try. I'll try one time and see. Based on the experience of how that goes, we'll decide if we want to continue that in the future or not. Okay, Abdullah Samir, I'm going to, because of British Pakistani Atheist recommendation, I'm going to try that one time. Oh, Susanna is saying, big echo, are you sharing your screen? Yeah, I stopped it though. Oh yeah, okay. I'm conflicted. Guys, sorry, I forgot to stop sharing the audio. I fixed it. Oh, here. That show that they were criticizing one said that the universe existence is from an unknown source. Oh, okay, so that's what they're saying is atheism. I'm conflicted. Fight streams. Yes. Okay, so one day, I think I'm going to get more Hindutva. Okay, if I do a stream like that and I post a link, I imagine I'm going to get Hindus saying like, Armin, let me teach you about Hinduism. And you have no idea what you're talking about. Your brain is this. Armin, this is your brain. This is your brain. And this is Hinduism. Okay? That's the main theme of the comments that I'm going to get, probably. It's fine now. Okay, good. Backpack seller. John is has so much so much hate in him, eh? He's in the live chat still. Imagine hating people so much that you spend your time watching their streams, and imagine how much free time, how useless your life has to be for you to spend your hours watching people that you hate and comment about how crappy their content is. This is John's life. This is what this man decides to spend his life on. Man, must be. Yeah, John is still butthurt. Yeah, exactly, he is. Make more Hindu content. Yes, I will. Sajib, though, you're very biased, Sajib, though. Every time... No, actually, no, you're good. Never mind. I actually remember you. Yeah, you're actually sometimes you're biased, but overall you're pretty good. He did this with Abdullah Samir too. Abdullah Samir banned him though. I don't want to ban him because he's funny. I kind of got the vibe from him when he came to your stream. To be honest, yeah, I kind of started getting that vibe when I saw that when how I was attacking some things about Hinduism, and I thought some people were bringing on to ask questions, and he just wasn't he wasn't listening to them, and he was being so aggressively against them, and we were like, dude, chill, that's not what he's saying. He's actually agreeing with us, but he was every time he heard something that didn't agree with him even a little bit, he would just go full on attack mode, and I was I don't think I wasn't very sure. That's why I kind of recommended to him maybe because I felt is this the best guy to attack Hinduism? Because he doesn't seem to be very nuanced about his attack. So I kind of if you go back to the show that I had him on, I kind of told him maybe bring people that know what they're talking about maybe a little bit, and maybe listen to your audience, and if you hold a position, say that you could be wrong about it, and you're willing to change your position if you realize that you're wrong. Because I felt I felt he was very, very trigger happy with his attacks. British Pakistani Atheist saying, wasn't John on this show a couple of weeks ago agreeing with everything you were saying? Yeah, he was. He was very supportive of everything we do until he realized that could only get him a certain level of attention, and then he switched strategies. But as soon as we didn't endorse everything he did, as soon as we disagreed with him a little bit, he decided that everything we do is wrong. Oh my god, somebody actually joined. Hey, Akrin. Hello.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello.
You're live on air. What do you want to say? Be careful.
Okay.
Don't risk your identity or anything if it's not safe. Do you have anything to
Okay.
say?
What was the topic? I missed the beginning of the stream.
Okay, then why did you join? It was about AJ Plus. All right, if you don't know, then maybe we could come out later. Is AJ Plus? You know AJ Plus? Al Jazeera. Do you have any comments on Al Jazeera? Do you have any comments on Daniel Hayredju? Nope. He left. Sorry, did I scare him? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to intimidate you. Come back. I will come back. Okay, sorry. I feel bad now. I feel like I made like he just left without saying anything. I think I scared him. I'm sorry. Okay, British Pakistani thing wasn't John. No, he already read that. John is like looking for attention. He doesn't hate us. He's just lonely. Oh, I feel bad for him now. John, are you lonely? I'm sorry. Do you want to hang out? No, I don't want to hang out with you. But I hope you find somebody that wants to hang out with you. Abu Lahab did nothing wrong. I love this username. Abu Lahab did nothing wrong. What do you think about Israel and Palestine? You want me to go on for another 5 hours? Is that okay? What do I think about Israel and Palestine? Really? Do you really think I could come up with the answer right now? Okay, here's it. I could come up with a small answer, all right? I think anybody that says Israel is right and Palestine is wrong, or Palestine is right and Israel is wrong, is doing such high levels of simplification of complex issues that if anybody accepts it, they are very simple-minded and they want an easy way out of. They're tribal people that rather just take sides based on their political affiliations or the tribe that they belong to, rather than looking at every issue independently and analyzing it. Right? So I can't see, like we reviewed Daniel Hayredju today, right? And many things I disagree with him, a few things I agree with him, right? And we also felt sympathetic towards some of the bad experiences he had. So even when it comes to one individual, like if somebody said, like, Armin, do you agree with Sam Harris? I was like, which one of his opinions, right? If you say, like, Armin, do you agree with this person or that person? I'm like, which one of these positions? Like him? Like his entire worldview? I mean, I'm pretty sure I cannot endorse anybody or disagree with anybody's entire worldview. So if I can't do that with an individual, if I can't fully endorse or be against an individual, how can I possibly do that with an entire country? Right? So I'm not going to go into details right now because I can't. But I think anybody that is pro-Israel or pro-Palestine or anti-Israel or anti-Palestine, they're idiots. Because if somebody ask me, Armin, are you for or anti-Israel? I would have to be like, which policy? What action? Which policy? By which part of the government? They have many parties that disagree with each other. They have many political movements that are against each other. Even within the atheist movement in Israel, there's secular movements in Israel, and there are atheist movements in Israel. Even, you think like, those are my people, right? I like some of them more than the other ones. There are some atheist activist groups in Israel that I like their strategies less than the other ones. So even among atheist activists in Israel, I cannot fully endorse some of them. If I cannot fully endorse even the people that are supposed to be on my side, do you think, what can I say about the entire country, right? But to be fair, though, there are some really great atheist movements in Israel that they're doing so much good with so very little resources. In fact, we covered them here on Atheist Republic. Just search for Israel, Jewish Identity, Atheist Republic. There are 4 videos, 4 interviews I did when I was in Tel Aviv with atheist Israelis. Oh my god, those interviews are some of my best work. Go check them out. By the way, I've been to Palestine, I've been to Israel. I recorded so many things there. Some of it hasn't been released yet because I don't have the budget for editing. And even though when they're editing, I don't have the time to dedicate. See, if you guys become patrons, my time will be free because I would hire more people so I could get some of this amazing content out for you guys. We will help in the chat against the Hindutva calls. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. By the way, hashtag not all Hindutva. There's some Hindutva that are great people. Marcus saying Abdullah just blocked him on his channel since he's trolling. Yeah, I know. Let me just... Guys, I need to go, but you guys are just too much fun. Oh, Harris Sultan says, some of John's Hindu content is pretty good. He brings some decent experts. Okay, great. Even though he's a troll, he probably if he's bringing experts, he probably has some good content. So see, even with a idiot troll like John, we're not fully against. We could be like, hey, if you make great content, you make great content, right? So even with an individual like that, we're not fully against everything he does or for. So we can't do that. If we can't do that with John, can we do that with the country? No. Harry Sultan is saying, what is this Khatib or this is this channel? I wonder what it's for. Seems interesting. Idiot went after one of my Hindu members and accused him of being a Hindu nationalist when that guy was anything but. Yeah, that sounds like him. It's a Turkish person. Who's a Turkish person? It was a Turkish name, maybe AP in disguise. AP in disguise. Yeah, sure. I dedicated my life to fight against Hindu extremists. Well, then you're in the right place, I guess. We're Hindu extremists. Wow, great dedication. You scared him. Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Who was it? I hope you see this. I'm so sad. I'm so sad for the guy that we scared. I hope he's not intimidated. Like he's like, I'm never again. I'm never gonna. Armin put me on the spot. Oh wow, we got 2 super chats. Let's get that editing done. Oh, thank you so much, Hatim. Where is that? And wait, did I read this one? Puya. I read the Puya one, right? Yeah. They should stop. Oh, I can't read that one. Marco, don't give me K words. Wow, John is sounding more like his former Muslim that he was. Look at this. He sounds more like the Muslims that he supposed to have left. I think he noticed how his former Muslim community is anti-Hindutva, so he's warming back up to them. He's like, let me go, maybe I should reconsider the Muslim community. Easy saying, Armin, I think people can possibly... Oh, can't read this. Read it off of the screen grab. If you show... Yeah, you're right. Show the caller's avatar. If so, then maybe not such a good idea. Yeah, you're right, actually. That would be bad. I would have to take the stream down. So maybe I won't do that then. Good job. Good point, Izzy. Thank you for the warning. John laughs on his own joke. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to end this very soon. Any other comments? Look at this. Hathim. Thank you so much, Hathim, for the 5 Canadian super chat saying, let's get that editing done. Thank you so much, Hathim. Guys, if you want to support us, to hire more people, to get more work done, me and Susanna have a lot of ideas how to expand our work and reach more people. We have a Patreon account in the description, so please consider becoming Patreon. However, as always, do not, I'm looking at you, the person that is suffering financially and was like, oh, these guys are doing something good, maybe I should support. No, do not. Look at me, I'm looking at you right now. If you're struggling financially, do not support us financially. There are many other ways you could support us other than financially, including like, subscribe, hitting the notification bell, sharing this video, and leaving a comment. None of that costs you anything. So only support us financially if you are comfortable financially, okay? So Again, if you were considering supporting us financially and you're struggling financially, you're an idiot. Okay? You're stupid. Take care of yourself financially first before you try to help other people. I'm looking, Armin, don't scream. Okay. Sajib saying, are you still coming with the Muhammad and Kelly BDSM? Yes, of course. If you do it, I think you are going to face some serious backlash. Well, I'm doing it so that one day we don't have to worry about that. Okay? One day, it's not just me, by the way, and we're trying to normalize that. One day, people will like, meh. One day, okay, guys, I predict, if we keep doing this, a few years from now, I'm gonna post a very, very beautiful, sexy cartoon that involves both Hindu goddesses and Islamic figures, and Hindus and Muslims are gonna like, whatever. Ignore Armin. Let him do what he wants. And that day I will be like, I told you so. I told you so. I knew it's going to work. They're going to get over it. They're going to get over it. Project desensitization accomplished. Okay? One day, Atheist Republic will post one of its cartoons out, and there will be very little reaction to it. You guys better mark my words. And yes, Susanna is saying, you're welcome, India. Exactly. India. Look at India. Look at me. You're welcome. Yeah. All right, I'm going to end this here. Just one more comment. Sajib is saying, if you want to trigger more people, make it more adult, not the usual non-sexual. No, we're trying to show. We're trying to be non-derogatory. We're trying to show that things that are not supposed to be offensive to any reasonable person, we want only the things that we post are things that are shocking only to somebody that is their mind is on something like Islam or Hinduism. Do you know what I mean? Like, we only provoke with things that shouldn't be provocative. Like Allah is gay, right? Like the video that I did with Allah is gay son, right? Which the police had to get involved with that one, right? We don't provoke with things that we like people, if you're provoked by Allah is gay sign, that means you think gay is an insult. That's the whole point, is not for us to provoke for the sake of provoking. We provoke with things that shouldn't be provocative. That's the point. So the more subtle the art is, the more beautiful it is, the less derogatory it is, the less pornographic it is, the more we're making the point that look at what these people are offended by. Look, we have a problem here. We're not just trying to point to the problem, we're trying to solve the problem, right? So we're not making it pornographic on purpose. Because anybody on their right mind look at this and be like, this is beautiful, sexy, elegant. It's just like, this is art. Why would anybody be offended by this? Because religion. Sal John, wow, $10. Sal John, you better be rich. You better be a rich person. You shouldn't be doing this high of a super chat unless you're rich. But thank you so much, Sal John. Sal John is saying, you are a brave man. You earn my respect. Keep up the good work. I'm not actually a brave man. Thank you so much for the encouragement. I do what I do from the position of safety. There are many people that do a lot of what I do in Saudi Arabia, in Iran, in Bangladesh, in Indonesia, in Pakistan, in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Nigeria, in Malaysia, Pakistan, Iran. Did I forget it? Sorry if I forget your country. And they, in India apparently now, they are way more braver than I would ever be. Let me tell you how not brave I am. If I was in Iran, I would not do any of this. Nope, I wouldn't. If I was in Saudi Arabia, I wouldn't do any of this. Okay, so, but thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the support. Somebody just joined. Okay, Sohaib, we're leaving soon. Sohaib is here. Sohaib, do you have anything to say? Make it really quick. Really quick. No? Okay, bye. Marco saying keep doing it. If you stop, religious morons will. Okay, just to be clear, not all religious people are morons, but okay. I'll stand behind you for as long as I can, Armin. That sounds okay. Thank you, Marco. Appreciate the support. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Marco. Hey, Marco, you're too kind. You're too generous. You're spending so much money on Super Chat. You better. I think Marco is rich. Okay, Marco can keep sending us Super Chats because guy, I think Marco is really rich. I think Marco is rich. And also, where is our Super Chats from Harris Sultan? I just recently learned that Harris Sultan is a millionaire. So why am I not getting more Super Chats from Harris Sultan? He's not even a member. I mean, I think he's a member with his other account, but he is a patron. So, but why am I used to be very thankful to Harris Sultan, but now I'm actually offended because he's a millionaire and he's not like he should do more Super Chats. Yeah. Yeah, guys, every time Harris Sultan comes here, tell him, like, where's our Super Chat? Where is Atheist Republic Super Chat? Remind him that he's a millionaire and he needs to do Super... No, guys, don't bully him. Go subscribe to his channel. He's doing great work. Guys, this is a man that decided that, look, he has so much money, he could just go enjoy life. He doesn't have to worry about any of you guys. He doesn't have to care about anything. This guy has life figured out. He could just go and be happy. But he decided, like, no, even though I don't need I don't need any of this, I'm going to do activism. I'm going to, so that deserves some respect, okay? So go support his channel. Yeah, Deborah is saying, yeah, when Harris Sultan comes here, every comment has to be a Super Chat. No, don't do that to him, okay? I really love having AP and Harris Sultan, Abdullah Samir in live chat. Every time I see them, it just warms my heart. So do not, I'm trying to figure out how to not scare them away. So do not scare them away, okay? So, all right. I'm going to end this here. Guys. See, I used to yell at you every time I wanted to subscribe, but I got negative feedback, and I listened to you, and I'm now whispering instead of yelling. So, I pay attention to what you're saying. So I think that deserves a subscribe. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. See, I listen to my community. I pay attention. Okay? We have a loving community here. So you can join this family. So hit the subscribe button. And also after that, hit the bell button. And then when you hit the bell button, make sure you select all. Okay? It's really cool. We have great content here. Okay, do it. Do it now.